5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello!
What's up, everybody? I'm Judge James.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am Judge
I'm
James.
Judge Evie.
I'm Judge James. So, what am I then?
I can't even.
What am I?
I can't.
What am I?
No.
Say my name. Say my name.
Freaking Dungeon Master. No.
You call me the Dungeon Master?
No, I said freaking.
You said the freaking Dungeon Master? You said?
I didn't say the Dungeon Master.
I'm moving all our things around because I didn't get our show notes. We're a little late tonight. We were watching the Olympics. I was watching the Olympics. I don't know what Evie was doing. She was just screwing off. So, welcome. How y'all doing?
What's up, broskies?
Yep. Did I make Dungeon Master James a thing? Dungeon Master James made Dungeon Master James a thing. I'm still Judge James. I don't know why I can't be Judge James. Again, I have 2 campaigns that are not... 3 campaigns that aren't even D&D, you know? So, whatever. Hey, Scott.
Hi.
Dr. Moggs is here. Greg's is here. Greg's is here. I can't talk. I'm hoping the coffee shows up down here. I threw my back out a little bit. My back is jacked up. Well, yesterday, me and your mom walked like 7 miles around the New Hope area in New Hope, Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah.
And that was cool. We walked over to New Jersey.
Did you go across the river?
Yeah. Well, how else would we have walked to New Jersey?
I don't know. Fly. On a magic...
You have hair in your mouth.
I do.
How do you pull this off? Ugh.
You have hair on your head.
And I hurt my back walking. And then today, I was maybe on my phone tweeting while I was walking, and I stumbled into a hole, and I almost fell. I kind of did fall, and it wouldn't have been that bad if there wasn't a guy on a bicycle that was like riding by looking at me funny, and he didn't even like say anything. He just kind of looked at me and like I was roadkill and just kept going. So my back is killing me right now. So do the best I can to like hold it together. I've been busy doing daily vlogs while you've been sleeping in the mornings.
Yeah, you do them at like 6 a.m.
Yeah, I know. That's the best time to do a vlog.
No.
It's a great time to do a vlog. I hope some people have enjoyed them. There's been some great dialogue in the vlogs. Vlogalog. There's been awesome vlogalog in the comment section.
No, we're not going to call it
We're still such a small YouTube channel that there's really not much trolling going on. Not that we wouldn't like to be a bigger YouTube channel at some point, but the nice thing about it being...
You want us to get trolled?
No, I'm just saying, yeah. Well, I mean, isn't that the sign that you made it when you get trolled by people? Isn't trolling... Should we cultivate a series of trolls? Like, I mean, shouldn't we have like a
hate club?
Yeah.
You want us to have a hate club for ourselves?
Well, I mean, we'd have to have like a fan club first, obviously.
We have a fan club.
Well, right. Greg. So, Greg's our troll for hire. He just said troll for hire.
Well, no, because we don't want Greg to troll us.
No, we don't want him
What
to
if we called our fans the trolls and called our trolls the fans?
That makes no sense whatsoever. There's no faster way just to like, you know, because new fans will be confused that we're calling them trolls, and they'll say screw off and they'll leave. That doesn't work.
Oh.
But anyway, all right. Well, I have not much gaming this week. Really, no. We had no gaming this weekend, which is crazy.
It's pretty.
And depressing. But I have 3 games coming up next weekend, so that's gonna be cool. So anyway, all right. Before Judge Evie falls asleep, let's move into Judge Evie Presides.
It's a good idea, yo.
This is really a terrible, terrible, terrible thing here. Why is this ready? Why don't you have this ready to go? Why are we waiting for this?
My email wouldn't load.
I'm sorry, Maceo13. Judge Evie really didn't fulfill her part of the bargain for the show tonight.
I don't have no parts and no
Yeah,
bargains.
you do. You have to have the Judge Evie Preside section, the section where you talk about stuff.
Have it. It's right here.
All right, well, go ahead. Question number 1.
From Brian.
Okay.
Good day, Judge Evie and Dungeon Master James. He didn't write that, but I refuse to call you that anymore. We are free
Oh my gosh.
out of quarantine and now in Queensland.
I hear a dog panting and stairs. So that must mean it's time for coffee. Is there coffee being brought over here? Wow, there's something for you as well. Hold on, everyone. As we're being brought beverages.
I might have goofed.
Why?
I accidentally put Evie's in this cup.
Jimmy!
Evie the Jimmy cup?
I goofed.
And what cup do I get?
Man, I
You
want
get
that cup.
Starbucks.
Okay,
What's
well,
the difference?
I'm okay with this.
I made special.
What's special?
I put vanilla in yours.
Oh wow, look at that.
Wait,
All right.
I need to show off the Jimmy. Can I show it off?
No, that's such the information on there is against. It's a HIPAA violation.
Jimmy!
All right, well, there you go. All right, anyway, JTB, go back to Brian's question, okay?
Oh, yeah. Which, according to my son at one point, is the true capital of Australia? Fact checked, it is not. It's Canberra. Questions for
The judges? I'm sure it says judges, and you're screwing off and you won't say it. Oh, it does say DMs. It's a question for the DMs. Oh, that's funny.
Number 1. Are you familiar with the 5E rules for feats?
Kinda.
And if so, are you
Ish.
planning to use these?
Maybe.
I'd love to hear your thoughts. I normally don't use these, but did you play in a con game where the DM used them? But did play in a con. I'm guessing that's supposed to be what I
He did
play.
play in a con game. I read them. I mean, they're in the player's handbook, and I guess you can take those instead of having an advancement of your stats, which, why not? And there's not that many of them. I guess, are there a lot of them in other books, other Splat books? I don't know. I haven't read the Splat books yet. I do know that 3rd edition and 4th edition had horrific feat bloat. There were tons and tons of feats, but only a handful that anyone ever used. Like, why would you ever take, like in 3rd edition, if you were a warrior, you were taking weapon focus. It was just a thing. Why would you take anything else? Why take exotic weapon proficiencies? That made no sense. So, yeah, I don't know how 5e does it differently. I've still not played it yet since that one time I played it 2 years ago. I have the campaign I'm working on, but I haven't run the game yet. So maybe Judge Evie should stop messing around and not refusing to call me Judge James. Maybe you should call me Judge James still. Or just call me Dad, I guess.
Father.
Father's fine. All right, that's more on point. Next question.
Number 2, I enjoyed the Tuesday video on nostalgia.
It's a good video.
People say it differently.
Nostalgia.
And wanted to see if you had any ideas to recommend newer games to the people who may have enjoyed older games, rather than to bring back the older games back to the table. For example, instead of Alternity, what sci-fi game would you recommend Alternity fans try? Instead of the old Marvel superheroes games, what superhero games would you recommend? Cheers, Brian.
You really dip into 2 areas I don't have a lot of information on.
Was my accent good at least?
Yeah, it was close. No, it wasn't.
What was that? What is?
I don't know what that was. That was an American trying to do a British accent with a little bit of Australia in there. Even though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. I don't know a good alternative, not supplement. A good game to recommend besides Alternity, because Alternity was a generic RPG. I know I have The Expanse, which is a RPG based on the Age system by Green Ronin, and that's pretty tight. I like that system. So I recommend that. But I think the question is more about how you recommend like newer games to old school players. Is that what you're mentioning?
Because make them do it.
Yeah, like they're doing to Eevee and Pathfinder. Just make Eevee play Pathfinder.
Pretty much.
And that happened. And that's happening. Maybe tomorrow. Not tomorrow.
They want me to do it.
They want you to do it tomorrow.
He wasn't aware.
I think I've said this before, and we have been guilty of this, and this is part of us trying to make a better place on the internet. Why is the dogs... What, Ridley? What do you need? Why are you here?
Hey.
What's going on, buddy? Can you go lay down? You don't need to be on the show here. You can go lay down. Oh, no, he looks how sad he looks. He looks so sad. I don't know, he's really sad. You can kind of see him in the camera there. Aww. Look how sad the dog is. Wait, look at the dog cam. Hey, Ridley. Ridley, why are you so sad? What's going on? Do you want to talk about this part of the show? Do you want to discuss like this like people playing old games and new games and all that stuff? What do you think? You just want some coffee?
Do you want to talk about it with us?
I don't think he has anything to say on this topic. but like I kind of wish he could be in the show more. Yeah, right. You do that, right?
Get him his own seat that's like elevated up there.
I don't know about that. I don't know what the question was. That had something to do with dog. Had something to do with getting people to play, newer games if they're playing older games. All I'm gonna say is this: I really am getting very tired of the new school, old school wars that keep going on. Like Judge Evie, you kind of lead into this because you play Grognard on the show pretty frequently. So.
Hey, Rippy. How's it going?
But everybody needs to stop hating on people's games.
Yeah, stop hating.
Unless the games are made by like shitheels that are horrible people, and then in those instances, yes, go after those people.
That hurt so bad. That was so.
So
bad.
Anyway, the dog is full on, just like now, like getting into my lap here. Yes, me too. He is the manimal. He's our home manimal, our home manadoodle.
Manadoodle.
All right. So, good questions though, Brian. What's the next question we got here? That was one of two, right? That was two. That was both questions.
It was a rap.
A rap?
It's a pretty long rap. It's pretty swag.
Is it? Oh, it's a swaggy rap.
Yeah.
All right.
Ready?
Let me drink. No. Again, these raps come from Greg.
Can we?
Tink. These raps come from Greg, and we don't read them beforehand, so we just pull this off. I don't. Do you?
Question from last week.
Uh-oh. Wait, was there a question last week? Wait.
Really?
What did we miss?
What did we miss?
What's your favorite piece of art you have hanging up? That's not fair.
Why don't you do this to us?
Why would you say that?
I like that one.
I like that one.
I bought that one.
And that one. And that one.
I like this one too. And that one.
That's a hard question. I really like a lot of the art we have in the room, and man, all right. You know what I really like right now, and I'm gonna say this, and it's hard to see it from here, but you can kind of see it in the room. And if you look there, if you go into one of the videos we had of the room tours, okay, that art there,
I like that one.
I really like.
Can you show that one?
Yeah, okay. So that was my favorite. Let me guess, this is my favorite first, okay? So one of my favorite pieces in the room is this. It's a canvas print, and it's of the scene in Subnautica of like one of the seaweed areas where there's like the glowing nodules and stuff on it. And when I played through Subnautica, which I started playing not long after we moved out here to the Philly area in 2018, when I played Subnautica, I built my base there. Now, I took a really long time to finish Subnautica, and Cooper finished it before I did, and I think Cooper's base was also there. So since Cooper finished Subnautica like 3 times, and I finally finished it, was at the end of last year, early this year, I always get art that is about a game. Like, video game art is always celebrates games that we finished. So the fact that me and Cooper both finished Subnautica, and the fact that that art shows like what it looked like outside of the window of my Subnautica base, because I found that to be a very relaxing game until it became a jump scare horror game. Up until that point, it was incredibly relaxing. So I used to like kind of like going out into my own base that I built and looking out into the water and stuff, seeing my submarines parked there. That was cool. So I like that art a whole lot. Judge Evie is a fan. Let me flip this around here.
My cool little.
If you can see this here, it's hard to see it. It's hard to see it. Where did you? Yeah, it's a dragon. Yeah, it's a Gen Con print.
I know.
That's hard to see that, but lots of art in this room. We love having art. We love getting more art. The walls someday will be filled. So that was a good question,
get more walls.
Yep. The dragon is holding its 4 baby dragons. It's like a black dragon.
Animal dragon.
Oh, it's stuffed down. I thought it was babies.
No, it's stuffed
so obviously I got no idea. But it was in Evie's room. We framed it and put it down here.
Nope.
Oh, sounds like it's time for us to do the rap.
Okay, y'all. Ready? Some sing the praises of Hollyphant. Others may prefer the flump or ride on a kin-ridden Pegasus. They may hope for the Archon's triumph. But of all the celestial allies, the one that I think truly shines is the small and obscure bonded halo descending from heaven's sublime. It will bond with the mortal companion who's proven to be the Paragon. It will set on the brow and mark them as one who will see Avalon. It glows with the light of 10 candles and shet this bondmate with a shield. That adds 5 points of natural armor, so most enemy woes are repealed. If you fall while the halo is bonded to glory, you will surely go, as the circlet of light ascending with your soul firmly in tow.
All right, there we go.
I can pronounce words.
Paragon? That really messed you up, huh? Paragon messed you up? That was the word? It literally is pronounced like it's spelled.
No comment.
Our topic tonight is going to be on scheduling. And scheduling woes, to be specific. In a post-pandemic world, or I don't want to say post-pandemic, the pandemic's still raging, but a post-pandemic quarantine world. How can busy gamers, especially younger gamers, schedule regular in-person gaming? Because right now, you can't.
It's so hard.
What is making this hard? The last week, I told your mom that I wanted to run the Rick and Morty D&D box set adventure on Friday to really figure out and to get the bottom of what is in 5e and to run that box set adventure.
Yeah, for all my friends' parents.
For all your friends' parents.
And then the issue was, Mom wanted me to text my friends' parents.
Why would she? But your mom has just achieved this, you know?
Yeah.
I told her I didn't care who was there. If it was friends' parents, if it was you guys, if it was your friends, I don't care who showed up. I just wanted a table of players. But it leads to a more important question is it as hard as I think it is right now to be trying to put together, you know, in-person games with vaccinated people? We know a lot of vaccinated people.
We do, but they're all busy.
With doing what?
Who knows? Everyone's just busy now. I don't understand why, but everyone's busy. I mean, I'm busy, but like, still. And then the one days you aren't busy, everyone makes it very unclear that you're actually having a thing because only like one person reaches out and you don't actually tell the whole group that you're doing something. And so someone's like, OMG, we have a game tomorrow. And you'll be like, what? I can't do it. And they'll be like, what do you mean? And you'll be like, well, I thought it was just a rough idea. And then you're confused. And then, yeah.
So,
I'm in this situation right now, if you guys couldn't tell.
Yeah, Maciel says, I think people are so used to being online, it's becoming harder to convince anyone to play in person. Even worse than before. I'm afraid of that. I really am. I worry that our best gaming days are going to be behind us because during the quarantine, we can get gaming whenever we want. And I have online games, but I want to play games in person again. We built a whole frigging room for this, and it was really great playing in person for the convention we did here for the Dungeon Tavern Con. But I don't want that to be it. So Greg's group started meeting again, but only do it once a month. I'd be fine with once a month, and we do have friends coming over next weekend. Our friends Cody and Shannon are coming over to play Demon Lord, and we get to meet their baby and stuff, I think, which would be cool. Macia wants to have an in-person MCC campaign badly. So I guess there's two trains of thought with this, you know, and I'm gonna present both of them to you, Evie, and you can rate them, okay?
Okay.
So you know the more conventional, I think, way of gaming in person is to find all the people you want to play with and get together and say, when can we all meet? What are the perks and flaws, to use alternative terminology on that? What's the upside and the downside of that, Judge Evie?
Upside, like are you all meeting together in person to think of when to play next?
Yes.
Okay, the upsides to this are the fact that everyone that is playing is like already there, and so you don't have to be like, oh, and this person, and then you can all like dish out what you're doing, and you can all like write it down, right? You don't have to worry.
Where are we going with this?
I have
okay, keep going. I don't know where you're going with this.
This is a plan session, right? That's what you just said.
This is This is the upside of coordinating with people together collaboratively when the game's going to
So
be.
you can all get a piece of paper, okay? And you can all write down what your biggest things you have to do.
You're developing the plan. I want to know
Exactly.
what the upside is of it.
I'm giving this is the upside. So then you're all gonna write down what you're doing, and you're gonna make a calendar, and then you can find all the days that you're doing stuff, and it's easier in person because then you just have one big calendar, you know, and then you can verbally talk about it.
You're saying it's an upside of meeting in person to plan in person?
Yeah.
That makes no sense whatsoever.
It makes perfect sense.
Why would you waste the time doing that?
Because you told me to.
I mean, I told you to.
You said you're meeting in person to decide when to play.
I never said that.
Yeah, I did.
No.
Yeah, you
no,
did.
No. What is the upside?
That's what you just said.
No, it's not the.
That's what you
no.
said.
All right, let me back to square one.
That's
There's
exactly
two
what you
ways
said.
of thinking, I believe, in scheduling games.
Give me the second one too.
All right, the first, I don't know where you were going with this. The first methodology is to gather your friends together by virtualness. It doesn't matter, phone, by email, text, gather them together and then collaborate on when you're going to have your game sessions. Whereas the second way of doing this is to just announce, I will be running such and such on such and such a week.
You did not make that very clear.
And whoever wants to be there, I'll take the first 5 people or 6 people.
Okay.
Which is how I tend to run my online games. I am done with like grabbing people and trying to do it like to coordinate it in any kind of way collaboratively. I don't think it works very well. If I have a new campaign, I say, hey everybody, Saturday mornings, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. We're playing D&D.
Ugh. What?
Or once a month, Saturday morning, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., we're playing Mutant Crawl Classics.
Yeah.
Who wants to be there?
See, and that's more practical.
No, I agree, but there's reasons why it doesn't work in person though, because it's do you know enough in-person people to play? Number one, and then the other, because online you can just go into Twitter and find more people. And the other issue with in-person is like, what if 4 of your friend group can do that, but 1 can't? Do you just tell that friend to, go?
Well, it's their fault.
Go off and.
Well, they probably, if they can't do it, then they're probably doing something else, which means they cannot complain.
Is it worth making a change though to have that person there? Is one person worth? No.
Absolutely not. Screw them.
That's harsh. Judge Evie is harsh.
Harsh.
All right, so let's say this. So let's say right now we want. So your suggestion to me is that I just need to pick a day and just make an announcement and say people can show up this day.
Mhm.
Okay. Maybe I'm just gonna start doing that.
And if they can't, sucks to be them.
Or maybe I don't have enough draw as a GM. Like maybe just people think, hey, you're not as good as we'd like you to be, so it's not worth changing our schedule.
Who would say that? Which jerk would you ask that would say that?
You.
You've got a point.
Oh my gosh. All right. I mean, I don't know where else to go with this topic. I really don't.
It's a pretty great topic.
Not a draw. You're a blanking. I'm a celebrity. I am not a celebrity. Neither of us are celebrities.
We're celebrities.
We are definitely not celebrities.
Yeah, Pound is celebrity.
If they were big, if we were big fish in a small pond, we're medium-sized fish in a really tiny bucket of water. Water. That's what we are.
Water.
And I'm seeing the larger pond as I drift into some of the D&D spheres, because that's a giant pond. There's a lot of people out there that do gaming and stuff. So anyway, I'm open to hearing more suggestions. Your thoughts, obviously. I don't know. I feel like in some ways I have all the online gaming I want. I still want to play in-person games. I still want that in-person feel. And that's just something I've been craving. And I still want more time to play with the people like in the house. and to play games with some of the local folks here. Because
Locals.
yeah, it's just we've been kind of cooped up for a while, and while I don't mind being cooped up, did I read your one idea? Maybe to add a second activity after or before playing to get more people to come over, like something the other people would like to do. Wait a second.
Drinking.
What? Evie.
Well, they said that's what.
Just to be clear, Evie does not drink at the
You
house.
said all the adults, the way to get my friend's parents in is to say there's gonna be like wine and stuff.
I may have said that.
So the second activity can be drinking.
Okay, I may have said that. I just don't want people to think that's what we meant for you and your friends that are, and stuff.
Just tell my friends we'll have good snacks and they'll be here.
All right, I'm not gonna tell them there's liquor. I like this idea of adding a second activity, like golf. I hate golf. Many people like golf. They want to come over and play golf.
What golfers do you want in our house?
I mean, I'm just saying. Wait, do you have to be honest about this? Like, what if you just told them, look, come over, and we're gonna we have golf here at our house. We live on a golf course, and they show up.
And there's no golf
But
course.
you don't have a backyard. There's
and then you
definitely
lock
no golf
them in
here.
and they can't leave until you play the game.
There you go.
Escape room.
I like this idea. I like this is going.
We're
Greg's
just
got
gonna-
it. Mini golf. We have our own mini golf course in our basement, and they
do.
come downstairs and
They
they
wouldn't be
realize
surprised.
it's this.
Yeah.
Have team competitions like speed puzzle completions or sack races. I just threw my back out, man. I don't want a sack race
You're gonna.
and a puzzle completion. Like, what kind of puzzles? Like the 1,000-piece puzzles? That's
That's terrible.
That's slow, man. I don't
Then you
know.
will
That'd be
need
horrible.
The drinks.
No one would want to come over. We definitely do the drinks. What? A 20-piece puzzle. I don't know. That's a hard one for me. I don't know how I'm going to do that. After the drinking. Why can't we just do it for the D&D?
Because now we need a golf course in our house.
Seriously, you have a golf course in the
We
house
have to
now?
go move on to a golf course.
I'd say board games. We're just,
Board games are only okay at certain times and with certain people.
yeah, like February.
February is good for board games.
It is a good month for board games. I think it is officially the best month for board games. You know why?
Why?
It's the least amount of days that month to play board games. Does your house get like? No, we really don't live on a golf course. Wait, let me just be very, very clear. We do not live on a golf course. We don't live anywhere near a golf course. We don't. We live in like a collection of what essentially are tiny homes for our neighborhood, our development, our area we live in. Whereas a lot of Evie's friends live in large houses nearby. We could fit 4 of our houses in most of their houses. We have like 1,600 square feet of like what's technically a condo. So, but it looks like a house attached to 3 other houses.
Oh.
So, anyway, I hate golf, by the way. So, and no offense to people that play golf. I promise. I don't want to offend any of you, but the sport's dumb. All right. Well, I think we've covered this topic best we can. Our houses have a dungeon. That is correct, Greg. That is correct.
Oh.
All right. Let's move into before we start insulting other hobbies people
Yeah.
have. Let's move into the next section
Especially
here.
during the Olympics.
Which
We're
is-
insulting Olympic sports now.
Golf is an Olympic sport.
It isn't?
No.
I thought golf was an Olympic sport.
Who would play Olympic golf?
A lot of people. I know
No.
a lot of people that would play Olympic golf.
No.
Are you sure it's not an Olympic sport?
I'm pretty sure golf is not an Olympic
Is
sport.
golf an Olympic sport?
Is golf an Olympic sport? Can someone answer this question for us?
Oh,
U.S. lost to France in basketball. I mean,
France
We-
is pretty cool.
yeah, France is cool. I like France. What?
Yeah.
Why do you have that face? What's wrong with France?
Nothing's wrong with France.
You're doing the face there. I said something wrong. Okay. Maceo says golf has a place in the Olympics for only the second time since 1904, and the 60 competitors who have the privilege of teeing it up at Japan's Kasume Gaseki Country Club this week will vie for gold. Only the 4th time. There is Olympic golf for real?
Yeah.
That is just ass.
Dad, we can't insult them.
I just did.
Father,
I'm
no.
sorry. I will stop insulting golfers. But I hate it. All right.
Golf is pretty
Nah. All right, let's move on to Kickstarter shout-outs.
Yeah.
Devil Made Us Do It Kickstarter by Monty Cook Games, which is their heist game. It's a zero prep heist RPG with like sci-fi overtones and stuff. So make sure you check that out. I'll put the link in the comments below for the YouTubers. All right, heist. All right, you son of a bitch, I'm in. Keep throwing that out there. I don't know if like anyone from MCG likes Rick and Morty besides your mom, but I keep like tagging every single thing. Every time MCG posts something, I put that post in. So there we go. They're at $150,000 right now with 19 days to go. Macy13 says, "Have you been backing the Scientific Barbarian zines?" I just started getting mine because I did back that. I have those coming, but I haven't read the PDFs. I'm waiting for the print versions before I read them. So that'll be cool. Hey, and Dying Earth finished last week, and that was huge, right? That was a huge finish for DCC Dying Earth, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, so Road Crew shoutouts. Big news, everybody!
Big news!
Big news!
Big news!
Let me look this up here. Empire of the Cyclops Con got moved. It
What?
is no longer September 24th to 26th. Now it's like the first weekend in November, like the 4th to the 7th.
Why?
Or the 5th to the 7th, something like that. I do not know. All I'm going to do is tell you it is not in September. So be warned. And I don't know if event signups have changed. I don't know anything. I'm just here for the coffee.
Yep.
Judge Evie, where can people find us?
You can find us at I Live for Crits on Twitter, Living for Crits on Instagram, and search Living for Crits on YouTube.
All right, folks, be safe, be healthy, be kind, and my outro ASMR is just going to be, go watch Ted Lasso. It's really good.
What should I say?
I don't know. Talk about golf.
So golf is a sport, guys.
It really is. Ted Lasso, not Dead Lasso. Ted Lasso.
Dead Lasso.
It's not Dead Lasso. It's terrible.
Really?
It's just an undead cowboy.
Undead Lasso.
What's a good idea? Dead Lasso sounds like a undead. No, it's Ted Lasso. It's about soccer.
Oh.
Did you do your outro ASMR?
Yeah. I just heard a whisper.
Bye.
Bye.